So we're live.
Are we live officially?
We are officially live. Let me double check that on my phone though, because sometimes it likes to act up.
Okay, I found it.
There it is. Just wait on some people to get up in here.
Did you make any announcements or anything like that for the show, or just kind of just like right out of nowhere?
No, it was just a complete surprise. Like it just completely no. I told nobody. not even my good friends. It was just like, if it happens, it happens.
Just gonna pop up. We'll see, man. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah. Waiting for a couple other numbers to jump up.
Cool.
But thank you to the one viewer, which that might have been me.
Yeah. It could be me too. I'm watching.
That too.
I gotta keep a track on the comments on my burner phone because the PC is doing some update. So we're rocking with the burner phone today.
I'll link the crew. Why not?
Yeah, do it, man. Do it.
Let me see. So how's your live shows been going? Like, I joined them when I can, obviously, but I forgot what I'm trying to remember what the last one I saw was.
I'm trying to think. It was probably 3 episodes ago, I think.
Probably. Dayton knows whenever someone doesn't show up. I'm just kidding.
I think it was like episode 62. I keep tabs on you, man. I just gotta make sure I write a little note every time that you show up on the show just to see how much you actually support me.
It's all a test. The whole crew is a big test.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
I mean, it is an experiment, that's for sure.
Facts. But I mean, do you want me to be honest about the live show, or do you want me to be optimistic?
Oh yeah, completely as honest as you want to be.
Well, as honest as I want to be. As a matter of fact, honestly, on my last show, I actually talked about it a lot because somebody came in and they were like, "Hey man, what happened? Like, you used to have like 30 viewers, and now I'm like in the teen, 12, 13, 14, 15. What happened there?" And I went through a whole explanation and stuff like that. But so to answer the question, man, how's the live shows been? They've been good because with me, it's been less viewers, but the quality of viewers is way up. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like the quality of the people watching are a lot better because a lot of the trolls have kind of slid away. And let's face it, man, back in the prime of this show, that's what it was trolling, bro. It was people saying whatever they wanted with no consequence. That's kind of how my show was. And then, I kind of added a little bit of structure to it, which I actually really enjoy. And then, we ended up losing some people along the way. But I mean, I'm totally cool with it because now it's just, like I said, the quality of the people watching is it's so much nicer. It's a more flowing show, better people to talk to, better questions, you know what I mean? Better conversation. So depends on what you want to say. Like if we're talking about, man, I'm losing viewers. Sure. I mean, there's no way around it, but the good ones are staying, so we got a really good chat now. So I like that.
Snack, leave it up to you to be the first one to chat. What's up, Snack?
Squad.
Squad in the house. So I guess just to kind of dive in, viewers will just come as they come.
Right.
So, man, those videos that because I'm just gonna be honest, I didn't really check out your new channel until today officially. I just haven't really. Hey, what's up, Ryan? Just didn't really. So today, and I don't know if it showed or something, but I subscribed and hit the notification bell.
Okay.
And it's obviously because it's you and #respect, but
okay. Appreciate it.
Also because you legitly had me rolling.
Okay.
Because I didn't know because I know you as the Dayton Live Show with you do the live thing, you do the food reviews. But I was telling, I didn't tell Ryan that I was going to live stream with you, but I told him I sent him a couple of your links because I was the one that was talking about work and hoping that it just explodes or whatever. It just I don't know. It's one of those, it's those types of videos that it's relatability, but also you don't really laugh at it until after it's done. You start thinking about it. And then it just like, I don't know. It just like, it spoke to me because I was like, Dayton just has this humor that I didn't, you know, like editing wise. And it's all about the product in the end, you know, like, and like, when you got to the point of like in your dream, spoilers guys, but in your dream, whenever
you gotta
whenever I heard the bomb coming and your reaction of just like getting up and like just trying to making noises trying to get up, like, oh no, or whatever, like that just got me so good. Like, I don't know, just because that's what I'm trying to say about the new channel is it's the most unexpected thing.
Yeah.
And also when I'm watching the video, I have no idea what's going to happen. Like that's the direction that I think you're taking.
100%.
Is that I see anyway, is like, you know, I was just wondering, like when you first made it, like, now I'm not saying I had doubts, but it was like okay, Dayton has a new channel. Like, what the heck's this going to be? You know, it's just like what is this?
I had that exact same thoughts, man. I was thinking the same thing. What is this going to be? I kind of went in there without knowing what it was going to be. I was just going to be me in my like rawest form, kind of how I've always been. And my humor is it's a different type of humor because it's like sometimes, like, for example, I don't know if you watched my video called How to Open a Box, right? Did you get to watch that one? Okay, well, I guess this is a spoiler to you too, but like in a way, right? You click it thinking, oh, this is going to be some funny video, how to open a box, funny title, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. But if you actually watch that video, it is literally me showing you how to open a box. There's nothing funny about it. Like, it's just, that is what it is. And then it's just like, and that's it for the show. That's it for this video. Subscribe, whatever, you know. And then it's like people are watching it like, wait, so he actually just showed us how to open a box. There's nothing weird about this video. No like surprise ending. And sometimes that dry humor, you know, you're like, why did I just watch that, you know? And that's kind of how I've been.
Yeah, the last one I watched today was the subscriber one, like how to gain however many it was, like 35 subs or something. And I still kind of went into the video thinking, okay, I know Dayton's humor is the sort of troll, so this is obviously going to be like that type of humor. But at the same time, I was still like, what is he going to say? What is his list of things? And then when it got to number 1 and 2, I was like, okay, it's trolling, but it's good. It's like everything you wrote is like hilarious. Like, it's so stupid that it's good.
That's basically the thing. Here's the thing, man, is there was no clickbait in that title. I literally showed you my exact 10-step method to getting a massive following in a short period of time. Like, almost too literally, my 10-step method. But
Snack's going to put us on the TV, apparently, while he films something else. Hey, review crew, you know, we're always filming.
That's where we belong, is on the TV, though.
Yeah, make us all large. What?
What?
What? I don't know, man. It's just like, I'm just saying that if you like, as for me, like, you know, take it whatever direction you want, but just know that for me, sitting on my toilet, it's working.
Yeah, exactly.
Because you literally had me laughing the crap out of myself. All right, so let me just say that it works.
If you're ever constipated, just watch my show.
watch
my videos, and there you go. Like that'll help you.
Like, it was just like there was a moment. There was a moment with it too, where like the first one that you made me laugh with was the dream, like it being Mondays, and it was just like when I got to the end, I just started breaking a rib, man, because I was like, what did I like? It was the what's the word for it? The delivery.
Yeah,
it was the delivery, but
everyone,
and you know, editing skills that I haven't seen from you yet, so it's really like it's different, you know.
Well, you're 100% right. So, little background on me, man, is I started on YouTube with this channel called The Fat Ballers, and it was similar to this channel. Like, it was edited, it was funny, it was that type of content. But the problem is, is we had Adobe Premiere because we were back in school. Mm-hmm. And so we had it for free at school. So in our free time, we would edit and cut our videos. And then obviously getting out of high school, I didn't have that same software. So I just totally went away from it. And I still don't have that software, but I'm still trying to make it work, kind of getting back to my original content that I love to create in the first place. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, but I'm excited, man. It's me in my rawest form. Like if anybody saw the video that I posted today, by the way, guys, I do post daily, just letting you know. But if you guys saw the video that I posted today, Trav, I think you commented on it, man. Unless you have a question later, you might. Do you?
I don't. But okay. I'll say that I really appreciated that video just because, like, I don't know if you saw my short, but it's sort of like the direction. No, I mean, that was a TikTok video and I just put it on YouTube. Like that was just one of those things. I was like, because I was telling a friend of mine, like, I want to get back to that. I want to get back to that, like not caring so much about like staying so like to what I do on the channel and just do different, like not saying like the food would go away, just kind of like exactly what you're doing, except with another channel. But it's just, like not being stuck in something in a niche. Because I've always had that like mindset, like wanting to like help and, reach people when it comes to like awareness and stuff like that. And that was, so that was really deep. And it was just like, it was perfect timing. I watched your other channel today and you dropped that video and we were going to talk tonight. So I was like, this is perfect. Like, no, and it's kind of why I commented that. I was like, I love that this exists because, there are plenty of people doing that, but really like who in the food community is doing videos like that,
Not really. Exactly, man. Well, for me, man, it was just, so me and my younger brother, we were having a conversation, like some deep conversation late the day before I made that video. And it was just like heavy on my mind. And then obviously, like I said in that video, there was some local stuff that's been happening and kind of a chain and kind of what's been happening. And then with, some people passing away, man, it was heavy on my mind. I'm like, I'm just going to sit back and make a video about it because if anybody needs help, I want somebody to hear this. I want somebody to know that they can reach out to me. I don't care if you know me or not. I'm here to help you guys if you guys are in a bad place, mentally, physically, whatever it is, And that's the point of the Dayton channel, really, is it's just me. Like there's no like point to it, necessarily. There's not really a point to it. It's just me, my type of random comedy that I do, my dry humor, and then like also my emotional side. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. I really enjoyed it, and I hope you guys enjoy it too, because that's the channel I'm really trying to focus on. Honestly, Trav, me and you, I relate to you more than anybody on YouTube probably, or anybody that like I know on YouTube. Me and you are actually quite a bit alike if you think about like our kind of wave on YouTube.
Yeah, and we talked about that via voice messages and everything. Like, if you guys don't know, but like me and Dayton DM back and forth. Like, it was a point where I was ranting so much, I was like, dude, sorry to like. I was like just saying so much stuff, and then he was like, no, you're good. So we just kept talking, and it just one voice message turned into like a bunch, and we talked about all kinds of things, like how we actually feel about YouTube and all that stuff. But real quick, Poppy joined. What's up? Brenda joined.
Hey, Brenda, Poppy,
all the peeps up in here. Thanks for joining, guys. And yes, Poppy, late night, midnight edition, even though it's 11 for me and 10 for Dayton, but sure. I guess Poppy's in the future.
He's living in tomorrow right now.
He's living in a day ahead, which is still the same year. So I don't know where I was going to go with that. But yeah, I totally agree. I think, like the more I've gotten to know you too, it's like, with the crew, that's obviously where the start of that, collabs, seeing you do the live show, which honestly, like whenever you stopped for a while, that literally was like, wow. Like I don't know. I'm not going to say that like, I thought you were done, but I was sad if you were done. I was just like, man, like, I don't know what happened to Dayton. And then you came back. So, I mean, I feel like, like if you didn't come back and you didn't have the inspiration to like create the crew and stuff, like then none of us in the crew would be there, would be where we're at, which is crazy. And I'll segue that into my next question. What was the true, like, it's something that you've said before in videos, but just to kind of rehearse. What was your just true, like, deep down sort of reason to make the crew? Like, what was your, like, ultimate goal?
Well,
and you can go as deep as you want with it.
let's see if I can get a good answer for you, man. I don't want to let you down. So I guess for me, man, honestly, to be honest, 100% honest, in the beginning, I didn't know it was going to be like this. Like,
I didn't either.
I didn't at all, man. I just thought it was something kind of fun to do. So basically the idea of it was I just kind of wanted a network, right? With, people who me and my guy Snacking Cole kind of consider to be kind of, and I hate to put a label like this because everyone puts out quality content in their own right, but quality type, kind of away from, I hate to say this, but it's like there's kind of two different worlds in the foodie community, and I wanted to take the best of them and put them into a group. And me and Snack King Cole, we clicked on that and we're like, man, we got to reach out. So I started watching hundreds, probably. I wouldn't be surprised if it was 100 or so channels, like watching down. Obviously I had some people already in my mind, but I kept watching down. That's when I found my guy, like Big Ben. No one knew about this dude. I think he had like 40 subscribers when I subscribed to him. And I was like, dude, I like this guy. And now he's like going to be the biggest in the crew probably, man. This guy is blowing up. And like, I had no idea the type of people these people were. I just liked their YouTube. And then creating it, man, it turned into something so much different. Like, it became like an actual like little group family. It was, for anybody watching that's not in the review crew, I'm sorry, but it's like inside this chat that we have. I mean, it's like, it feels like you're talking with brothers and sisters, not like,
yeah. I was telling my wife that last night. I literally said, like, Dayton, like, they kind of unknowingly, without, kind of by accident, built a family. Like, it's like really weird how we feel like we know each other well. And it's like, and obviously there's still more growth in that to have. Like, there's still more getting to know everybody. Not everybody can be active all the time. We all have our separate lives, but I mean, like that, like, it was a recipe for a possible disaster.
100%.
You know what I mean? Like, getting a bunch of people together that we're all in the same community, but we don't do things the same. Well, not all of us do the same things the same way, and it could have easily just been like a dramatic, like, everybody has a falling out or something, like,
that's
quick.
True. As a matter of fact, dude, one of the things I told myself is like, I want to see if this is still a group in a month from when we started, because I feel like there's kind of a threshold. Like, if we can go a whole month, or I think actually it's probably a little longer than a month, but if we're still like this in a month, then we got something going. And it was just completely like, oh whoa, this is a month and we're already getting 7,500 subs, and this is like going and going. And like, to get to the marketing side of the review crew, it's kind of one of those things, like, you create a network and you hope that one of them, I mean, it doesn't matter who. That's why I looked at big channels. I looked at small channels. Like, I invited the endorsement. Who knows what he would say? But I invited him. He's the type of dude I'm looking at. And then I invited small channels like Big Ben. It's weird. It's like, it only takes one to explode. And then you got this friendship with this channel that's huge now. You get what I'm saying? It kind of brings up everybody in the same network. That's why I kind of wanted to create that family, regardless of the sub count, nothing. Because in the beginning, I think me and you had the most subs, right?
Yeah.
Something like that. I think
until John came in.
Yeah.
I think. And then when Josiah came in, he definitely, I think Josiah is still the highest right now.
He's almost at 10K though, so we gotta keep watching for him.
Yeah, he's killing it. What's up, Robbie? What's up? Scratching something. I don't know.
Ball on the go. Hey, that's my guy.
Yeah. Being a family, less than the subs. Hey, I mean, like, it is a family, man. Like, I don't know. It's hard to, like, it depends on how people look at things. You could look at the crew or like the federation or whoever you want out there. Like, someone's got to, and you know what's funny? Recently, I don't know if you pay attention to any of the IGN stuff like for gaming, but they have the review crew. Like I thought that was hilarious that they just named one of their little groups that, and I was like, well, we were there first. Know that. It's like we were there. We got the name first, even though that is a very like that's an easy name to because it rhymes. And,
but I want to answer one thing. I want to answer one thing for Poppy East. I see him in the comment section, man. I could give a shit less. I could give a shit less if we explode, bro. It has nothing to do with that. Like all I'm trying to say is his question was, what was the idea behind the review crew? And I'm not going to lie to you guys saying that in the beginning, that was one of those things. If one channel could explode, maybe we all could. But now, like in 2021, right now, sitting at my table right now, I could care less, man. Like I've created more than a channel. You know, I've created more than a network. Like if the review crew stopped tomorrow, we would still keep talking like normal, you know? Like it has nothing to do with the subscribers now. But that's just something you kind of watch as we grow. So that's just the answer to Poppy East, man. I was just answering the question, bro.
And that's the thing about, you know, like literally, like I was just like Dayton said, like a month later, like it could have just went, just you know.
So yeah, I was just negative. If we actually still communicated with each other, because in the beginning, half of us didn't know the other half of us. So I was like, will this still be a thing in a month? And then it totally went so much better than that, man. It was just like now everybody's best friends. It feels like I said, it feels like brothers and sisters in the chat. It don't feel like random other creators, you know?
Yeah. And that's the thing. Like that's what I've always believed. Like from day one, Dayton asking me, because I remember when you sent me that message, and you know, like I found out who was in it. And I was just like, man, they're literally and most of them, like I said, I didn't know yet. But after I got to watching everybody, is like, man, he literally strategically picked like good people, like sort of like I said, sort of by accident because you didn't know, like you didn't know. So it was like total leap of faith. But
I had only known
all really level-headed.
I had only known curbside pickup for maybe a day before I showed. So basically, I was kind of the recruiter in a way. Snack was kind of like the guy who I was like, hey, dude, I found this guy. What you think of him? And then he gave me some feedback. And then like curbside pickup is just one of those another ones. Like I've never heard of them. I've never seen them before. Before I thought of the review crew before I thought of them. You know, I reached out to them. I'm like, dang, these guys are funny. I like their content. I think there's a lot of potential in these dudes. What you think? And he's like, hell yeah. We, you know, invited them and they did it with open arms. So it's like you said, man, it's like we didn't know what we were getting into. We didn't know if these people were gonna have some scandals or something, you know. But no, like it all worked out, man. Like I'm really excited where we're at right now.
Oh yeah, for sure. It's crazy. It's crazy how far it's came. You know, because it makes me think about like if this didn't happen, Recruit didn't exist. Like, and that's not to say like something about the potential of these individual creators and how much they would blow up by now. I feel like, you know, Ben definitely probably would have just blew up on his own because he has that potential. 100%. But I'm just saying, like I would love to just have a window into an alternate reality where the crew didn't exist and just see where everybody would be at. That would be interesting to see.
Honestly, bro, I might have been the first fatality. I'm not even joking. I started my channel was at a point where, you know, for the longest time I was losing subscribers, and then I started to gain, and I was at this little plateau that I just could not get over. And then once I started the review crew, and not saying necessarily that they were the reason I grew, but like I got motivation again, you know, and then boom.
Yeah.
You know, I went from I think 2.7 to 3.3. So it's, you know, that's not bad considering I had a channel that was dying, you know, and it's still not great, but it's here and it's still growing in the subscriber count. So like, and I don't know if that would have happened without the review crew. I don't know if I would have got that same energy coming back without the review crew. You know what I mean? So I think it benefited the bigger channels, if not more than the smaller channels, man.
Poppy, what do you think about that? I mean, real talk, I'm glad you're doing well. Yeah, that's the thing. Poppy is like, you know, I don't know. People, that's the craziest part of YouTube for me is just like, you know, like doing the like collab with Who's Your Daddy. Like it's just like, it's so weird. Like when you just see people only on a screen for so long, and then like when they're real, it's like, a couple days before meeting up with them, I was like, wow, like I'm meeting a review crew member. Like it's just like it's really it's bizarre. It's really surreal. And just people being people, like, we all have lives, and I think we're running it well, considering we're all people with all of our different lives. And, like, I personally, for me, I'm always the guy that's like don't, and this is to any of the crew members too, like, don't feel obligated to put out content just because you're in the crew, because like, totally understand. I don't mean like, obviously, like, going for a while, like Dayton would be the first one to ask the person, like, hey, so you haven't had made videos in like 6 months, what's it's like, that would be different. But like, we're all people with different things going on, and especially when COVID hit and everything, it's just like, that's just the way I feel about it. Like, I just know that we're all human. That's basically my point.
That's actually something that's kind of changed from the beginning of the review crew as well, because going into it, I kind of looked at it, like, I'm not gonna lie, because I loved everybody I was getting involved with, but like at the same time, I was looking at marketing, I was looking at how can this work, and one of the things in our messages when we're having people join is you got to upload at least once a week, and like in the beginning, I kind of wanted it to be technical. I wanted the people in the crew to be uploading on a consistent basis. And then it got to the point where, holy cow, these aren't creators. This is family. I don't care what you're going through right now. You take your time to yourself. You do whatever you need to do. You don't have to worry about posting, nothing like that, And like, exactly, it's kind of the case with Kikimon. She's going through some personal things. I ain't going to go over there and be like, hey, you haven't uploaded. We might have to kick, it's like, no, this is family now. So, but that is something that's kind of changes in a way. I think in the beginning we were all kind of juiced up, and then, life gets in its way. Like Brenda. Right? Like Brenda had her little absence and literally nobody cared. Like, we wanted her to do whatever was best for her. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And at one point, in the very beginning, I might have been like, oh, Brenda, you better upload. But like, it just, and that was only like in the first like week. And then I'm like, oh, these guys are cool. Like, I don't care what they do. You do you.
Yeah.
Do whatever you want to do. And now it's like I said, it's actually a lot more relaxed in the review crew in a way now than it used to be.
Poppy's confirming that we are a family. Yeah, Brenda, I was like, the way he ordered that, nobody cared. That's great.
Thank you, Poppy. I appreciate that.
That was really all the questions. I didn't even write anything down, but do you have any for me?
Do I have any for you, man? I don't know. I mean, so question for you, because first question is, how many channels do you run? Like, would you say you are the runner or co-runner of the channel? How many channels?
Well, Ryan and I have a channel that is just literally uploading just the stupidest, like, we'll just edit stuff, and that's a video maybe every few months. Like, that's just whatever. It's more so like he does more so, like, more on it. But as for main stuff, it's this channel and the podcast.
Okay.
Like, that's really it.
So as far, I know one has a lot more subscribers than the other, but do you have one that you kind of focus on more? I'm not gonna lie. I think as of right now, the juice for me is with the Dayton channel. It's not with the Dayton live show. Like, I'm still gonna be doing everything on the Dayton live show, but the juice for me is coming to the Dayton channel. So I'm curious if you have another channel that you're kind of like, or is it this one still? This is still the primary focus for you?
It's still that's where all my energy goes.
Cool. See, so for me, on my last live show, my last one, I was talking about what are my main priorities on YouTube right now. And honestly, I gave two answers. Like, and this is dead ass. I can't put one over the other, but this is my answer. No number, but number one, the review crew, that's my priority. And then number two is the Dayton channel, So in essence, the Dayton live show kind of follows around with the review crew part of that, but like, I'm focused primarily on the Dayton channel and the review crew, and doing everything I can to keep that afloat and everything how it's been going, because it's been going awesome. So I was just curious if you have any other like because I know you've created a lot of channels. I've created a lot of channels.
Mm-hmm.
So I was just wondering if you had one in the back of your mind. They're like, oh, this is the one I really want to blow up, but you're keeping it with this one.
Yeah, with just the idea in mind, like, you know, I was venting to Ryan about this the other day, like, just, you know, like the short that I put up that was just very real, talking about one-sided friendships. Like, that's, like, I used to do stuff like that. Like, that is,
Same.
like, I used to do, like, these, like, I have a whole vlogs playlist that I haven't updated in so long, and I guess I could count that one as that, or I'll just probably make a shorts playlist. But I want to get back to that. Like, it's not, you know, the podcast was sort of like that inspiration. I was just like, you know, I used to do a podcast on this channel, and then Dustin kept coming on the show so much, and I loved having him on so much that he hit me up like, hey, why don't we just like create a whole podcast channel just like that's literally ours? And I agreed. And then he was like, and I can come on your podcast too sometimes. I was like, dude, if we're going to do this, I'm going to go all in, and I'm not doing like my channel's podcast because I'm not running two. There's no way. Because I'm just very self-aware about like how much time I could put into stuff. I like you, I have like basically a 9-to-5 job, and, you know, I have to, I mean, you were talking about this on voice messages, like have to work to create the content. And but at the same time, when you're stuck at work all the time, and then you might film after or whatever, like, and this review that I that I'm putting up like probably tomorrow, I literally, like, I was so tired, but like I just kind of forced the energy, like I just, you know, to do it, because that's just like where my dedication is, I guess, is just like, well, I know that if I get something filmed, then half my work's already done.
Man, you know, if you think about it, man, my channel is kind of a disaster in a way, because this channel started simply as food reviews. And then I did the weight loss stuff and kind of stopped doing those. Tried to bring in other aspects. Like I tried the morning mini shows. I tried the better yourself videos. I've tried so many things on this channel that I think the problem is when you try all these other things, when the majority, like I'd say 90, maybe a little less than 90, but somewhere around, most of my subscribers are food related subscribers. Right. And they always have been. Even the new ones that I get today are from that. It's from me connecting with other food reviewers, and they're like, yo, I'm going to come subscribe too, you know? So yeah, it's hard. It was hard for me to like make the content that I want to make and post it on my main channel, because those videos just weren't the type of videos that people wanted to see, at least my subscriber base. So that's kind of where I was like, for the first time, I was like, I need to create a separate channel completely and do all that stuff over there. Because I was actually talking on this show yesterday again. Sorry, we talked about a lot of this stuff on my show last time, so that's why I keep referencing my last show. I'm not trying to self-promote, okay? But
hey, do it all you want, bro.
But on my last show, I was talking, the goal, I'll be honest, the goal of my new channel is to get it big enough that it can be like monetizable and I can go live without having to use like StreamYard and stuff like that. I think you have to have 1,000 subscribers or something to do the mobile live.
Yeah, 1,000.
But my thing right now, honestly, my goal is to get that channel big enough that I can do that. And then I kind of want to shift the Dayton live show to that channel for Sunday nights, and then convert this channel back to its original base of simply food. So that's the goal. That's the end goal. I mean, that might not ever be accomplished. It might be, but that's kind of the goal of it in my mind right now. Like I said, that's where all my juice is. I'm trying to post daily. So
that's interesting. Yeah, that's kind of where I struggle. Like, I mean, I'm starting to like, it's starting to hit me, you know, especially whenever I put the short up, which, by the way, thank you to Bandwidth, the Plan 45. Like, I appreciate that. Like that. If you guys want to see more stuff like that, I'm totally willing to do it. It just like whatever I make on TikTok goes up on YouTube as well, and call it a short. I love it. 'Cause at the end of the day, like, it sounds kind of like cocky almost, but that's where the numbers are at. Yeah. I've had your back and forth before. I've had that, like, oh, I should make a whole other channel for like side stuff or whatever. Yeah, exactly. Like we're very, you know, we're thinking the same way. But I just like it's that feeling of like I have this subscriber base, and if I put something out that's not food related, I almost like I feel bad, but I don't. It's very 50-50. Like I don't feel completely bad because I feel good about the content I just put out. I feel like it's something fresh, but then there's something that's kind of pulling me down. It's like, man, but they just want to see the food stuff. But at the same time, I've been having that debate in my head where it's like, yeah, but it is my channel. And it's like, and I feel like people will appreciate, there's at least a side of people that will appreciate the mix up where it's like, if you put something out and all these people see it, it's like, I don't know. It's kind of, it's very back and forth.
You can think about it this way. And I'm not saying I don't like to do the food reviews. Like I enjoy them just as much. I mean, I like eating, but my thing is like, if you think about it, a food review is more of a video for the audience, whereas like my other channel is more videos for me.
Exactly.
That makes sense. It's like, so you do have that debate. It's like, do I want to make a video that I want to make today, or do I want to make a video that I need to make today? And I'm not like I don't think me filming food reviews is a chore by any means. It's like I don't put a lot of effort, like a crazy amount of effort into editing. It doesn't waste my day away. So I enjoy doing them just as much. Like I said, I enjoy eating. I like trying new foods for me anyway.
You feel like your heart is elsewhere.
In a way, yeah. You know what I'm saying. But my heart is also with the review crew. So for that reason, like I push through anything. Like
so it's like,
review will probably never go. Yeah, you got it. I kind of wanted to address Papa Eats comment. He just said, Dayton, is your inspiration for your new channel to get a fresh audience and grow naturally? I was thinking your old channel, after all these years, might be dead. Your personality can command an audience, though. See, and that kind of is Papa Eats in a way hit that right on the head. I kind of wanted to get an audience where it does grow naturally, kind of start over, get a fresh start. I haven't had a fresh start in a long time because it's really hard to go away from your main channel because of all the work you've put in to get to this point. All the years, like what is it for you? 8-9 years?
Crap, man. I guess working on 9 years this year.
Channel? 9 years?
Yeah, I guess
not. How can you just abandon 9 years worth of work?
Exactly.
Worth of work. So
exactly.
So like that's my thing, man. It's so hard for me, and like obviously, and I talked about this on the other stream. Is like I make a little bit of money on this channel. It's not a lot, but I do get paid probably 2 or 3 times a year. So like I can't just completely do that. There was a time there where I was thinking, man, maybe I should just make a new food review channel and try to grow naturally again. But because I always feel that my channel, maybe even your channel, bro, has been just like completely pushed out of the algorithm because of our kind of our history with we've been around for a long time and we've only had like a small wave of success and then it kind of plateaued and then YouTube's like, oh, we don't want no plateaus, we want mountains, So it's like it's like, I don't know, man. So I feel like YouTube kind of left me behind. So I think that is Papa Eats kind of nailed it on the head. I do want a fresh start. And we'll see where it goes. Like I said, the goal is to get big enough I can monetize that one and, revert this channel back to its original just food reviews and go straight to the audience that I built on this channel. But we'll see. We'll see how that goes. But that's just to answer his question.
That is a really good theory, and we talked about that because I described it to you as like it literally feels like a dumbbell is just sitting on my channel for like so long. But 100%. And here's how I know is because I have taken the last year or two really to just because that's the thing is YouTube algorithm changes like every year, like it's always shifting. It's always like so I'm always trying to figure out through other Nick Nimmin or someone like that. Like
I feel like every time YouTube changes the algorithm, my channel gets worse.
Yeah, I mean, it is the feeling. Was
meant for the old ways, I guess, man.
I've tried to really learn, really take it seriously mentally, think about only YouTube for so long, for like months, and just like tagging, description, all that. I'm the worst description writer. You guys you're not even gonna get a full paragraph of mine because I'm sitting there. By the time I get to writing the description, my brain is fried. It's like I've done all this work. I've edited this video, make a thumbnail. It's just I've done everything I can to like dial into exactly what you need to do to like blow up. And I've just noticed like it does help. I'll give it that. Like the steps that I have taken to do those things, you know, it's not like I'm like literally my goal is to blow up. It's just like optimize your channel to get as much views as possible. I mean, that why not? You know, it's like we're here to do that. You know, because I'm trying to get back to monetization because when they first had monetization, you know, like I was on there and then my channel was just like under it whenever they shifted it to other channels needing 1,000 subscribers. And I don't know how long the 4,000 hours watch time has been around, but man, it's just like, it's just itching every so little, no matter how much I'm doing with it, you know? So it's like, it is that thought. Like I'm like 50% on your theory with that. It's like that. I think, you know, maybe it is true that older channels just are like somehow, even though it makes 0 sense why that would happen, but are sort of left behind.
Well, I think
I totally
it's kind
agree
of like
with that.
YouTube, in a way,
kind of mukbangs.
It kind of so YouTube, in my eyes, kind of what I've been told by a few people that are bigger than my channel. They've been saying like a lot of times the newer channels, YouTube wants to kind of see what can happen with them, so they'll kind of like their algorithm will almost push these newer channels more than an old channel just to see if people react to it good. And then if they don't or meet their expectations, they're like, okay, let's move to the next. In a way. So like I think that the newer channels do get pushed a little harder. I'm not gonna lie.
And you know, one reason I was saying earlier, voice is going away. One reason I was saying earlier, like talking about like putting these other types of content in there is because I think if you don't, this is just, I still debate with it. I'm always like, you know, one day I could feel one way about it. I wake up tomorrow and feel like different. It's weird. But like shifting your channel to have other things, if you don't just do it, you know, it's hard to say, like, I want to say early on, but that's just not the case for me because I've been doing this so long that it's too late to say that like, oh, I should have changed things early on because I didn't have these ideas back then. Like, I'm a way better creator than I've ever been because like I look back at videos from 5 years ago and like, good God, the silence on some cuts and editing. And like, I'm just like, you know, it's just changed because like I literally have 110% 180 changed as a person. So it's like, well, so your skills and all that, you get better at things. But like, just shout out to Dub because he's literally like, I don't care. I'm just going to make what I want to make. And I respect that so much, you know, because I could tell what he's trying to do, like reactions and stuff like that. They get the views. Like I've even done that, like movie trailers and stuff, because I'm a movie fanatic. So, you know, whenever like the new Star Wars trailer came out and I reacted to that, you know, that gets thousands and thousands of views. And I'm sitting here like, the food reviews don't even like never scratch that surface. And it's like, it's crazy. But Dub did make a good point to me. Not that I never knew this before, but it really like to hear it from somebody else was cool. He was like, dude, the food game is just like just, it's just not like, it's not the niche that is going to be this big thing, you know, like Dame Drops and all, you know, he said it in the chat before, like 1 million subscribers just now. So it's like, man, you know,
you will never guess what I talked about on my last show. Because on my last, I just said that because I keep referencing my last show, but we were talking that literally, in my opinion, there's kind of 3 tiers of the food community niche, and it's like you got these just crazy big guys like Report of the Week, you got Dame Drops, and then honestly, besides those 2, like those are the titans, and then there's just this all the way down to like the Peep This Out, the endorsements where you have like in the 20 to maybe 40,000 range. And then you drop from 20 down to like, you know, around the 3,000 range. Like there's big drops in this. Like it's really hard to get up to even to the Peep This Out tier. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And the chances of
100%.
even a guy as big and as awesome and as like detailed as Ian is, you know, he'll probably never get up to the Titan stage, you know. So like, you know how hard it is to do that. You basically like Dame Drops. If you think about him, man, he blew up because of a Song of Five video a long time ago, and then Report of the Week, he blew up just because he's unique.
He became a meme. He literally became a meme, and that's exactly why he blew up.
So it takes luck, man. It takes a lot of luck.
I've tried to hit up Report of the Week so many times, like because me and him exchanged emails early on whenever he was just starting, and I kind of told him about my thing, and it's like I think back to both of our channels back then. It's like, man, just him sitting at his desk, really low quality, with drinking the freaking Monster out of a glass, and he's always had the suit on, and it's just like he was so like he's so chill. And I tried to hit him up maybe a few months ago, like just shooting the message out like, hey, would you like to come on my podcast? But I have noticed he's very like to himself, and that's cool. Like there's people like that, like Dame, I feel like is like that as well, where just like they don't really, not a whole lot of collabs and stuff going on, but it's fine. Your channel's your channel. If you're having fun with it, then whatever. I don't know. It's really. I
got another question for you, then, Trav.
All right.
I'm thinking, man. So if you were Dame Drops status, right, and you're getting, let's just say, tens of thousands, maybe hundreds of thousands of views, and you're getting hundreds, maybe thousands of comments and thousands of emails and all these other things, do you think you could be able to help? Like, do you think it's a lot harder once you're actually there? Because a lot of people are like, well, why doesn't Dame Drops help these small channels? And I'm like, is it that easy? Like, do you think you could do it? Or I mean, I know you would for like friends and family, but like, do you think you could do it, or would you do it?
It is a tricky question, because I feel like once you open those floodgates,
scary world,
you'd be getting messages and messages and messages. Help me out too. I have 10 subscribers, and all this stuff. It's like all this stuff. But I feel like if I was the type of person, like if I'm me, like I'm exactly who I am now, I just happen to have 1 million subscribers, and like none of those numbers changed who I am, because I can understand how it would. It's easy to get cocky, and like that goes with money or anything. Like when you have lots of anything, it can get to your head. But I've always told myself, like, stay as humble as possible.
100%.
And I don't know. I feel like I want to say that I would. I want to say that I would still collab with people. I would still do all that stuff. Like if I had 1 million subscribers tomorrow, I'm not leaving the crew. Like, why would I be like, all right, I'm too good for you guys, but like or something like that. Like, why would I do that? So,
I've always thought that it's almost like, it's almost not that you don't want to, but you almost can't in a way, just because like there's just so many coming, and it's like, oh, if you do it for him, then someone's going to get mad because you didn't do it for them, and it's like you kind of got to be really picky and choosy with who you do that type of stuff with. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
And I would pick up. It almost gets to the point where like you wish you could go and shout out individually every channel, but you just can't do that. And you gotta at the same time though, you gotta be fair. I mean, obviously if it's friends, family, etc., that's a little different, but like when it's just people you don't know that want because like, what if you ended up, this is a stupid example, but I'm sure it crosses people's minds, is, yo, what if I shout out and promote a channel, and then that channel says or does some stupid shit, and it's like, oh, well, Dayton Drops, Dayton supports him, so it's like, you got to be really picky.
Yeah.
So I almost feel like it's not that they don't want to, it's just they almost can't, and they can't. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I always feel like if I got big, I would never lose communication with no one. Like, I had 100% respect and love and be in contact with everyone who got me to that point. But it'd be really hard to, like, with each and every comment. Because, like, right now, I reply to every comment. But, like, eventually, I would never be able to do that if I had 1 million subs. So I always try to think of myself from their perspective. Like, why don't they help me? It's like, well, maybe it's because of this, So. I don't know. I was just wondering if you think you could or would.
Yeah, I would say right as of now that I would, but if I ever get to that point, that may change. Even though, like, I don't know, I'm just a believer in, like, if you have a big following, use it for good.
100%.
Like, do you watch Roman Atwood at all?
Yeah, he just came back.
Yeah, he just came back, and like their video, I think it was today's video. They put out a vlog, him and his wife just sitting, talking about the embarrassing story of, like, it's been this long since I've had alcohol or whatever. And so that video was literally just to, like, help anybody that has any sort of addiction to anything. It was like, it doesn't have to be alcohol. It doesn't have to be whatever. And, like, with your video with the mentioning drugs, that's a real thing, like a real issue in the world. And, like, I love how you said it too. You're just like, these drugs, man, like it's like you were wanting to say, like, why? And that's, I relate to that because, like, never done any of them myself, because it's like, why would you throw your life away like that? But Dayton over there with his 7 wives, you got to be careful about which one he throws out.
I mean, I had to throw one out the other day.
Right in the dumpster. They took it away. Right in the dumpster. It was a point I was going to make to that, but I can't remember. They were talking about, like he literally mentions at the end of the video, like, I cannot sleep at night unless I use these numbers to help you all. And that's kind of how I see, like, the short, just talking about, like, one-sided friendships. Like, everybody's had, like, that's the most relatable thing. Yep. A one-sided friendship. Everyone's at least had one, maybe.
That video did pretty good for you, didn't
it? It for my numbers, yes. That was like, I was like, wow. Like, and I know why. It's because people were like, one-sided friendships from Trav Tries. What is this? And I know that's what, because there are people that commented that haven't commented in months. Yep. It's like, that's what happens. And that, to me, it's not even about the numbers, but the numbers are a nice bonus of, like, it worked. Like, the clickbait worked, Liz in the house. Glad to see you. It's all good, Liz. We're just hanging. And Bionic Gamer said good evening. And I'm terrible about the chat and also keeping up with the conversation, so I apologize. But yeah, man, like, I feel like we definitely covered some realness here.
No, 100%. Honestly, man, this is what I enjoy doing, dude. Like, I enjoy this. Like, as much, again, back to my last show, guys, make sure to give it a watch. But, like, my last show was actually fun because I had this type of conversation with people, and you don't get this type of conversation often. So I actually really, really enjoyed this. But before I go, because I got to get going in a minute, I have one more question for you. Just because I'm curious, okay? My last and final question is, are you wearing pants right now?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
I had to check, though.
Okay. Okay. Because I am not. I'm completely... I'm underwear down.
Like, no, the shirt that you're wearing is cut off. It's not even a full shirt. It's just cut, like, right to there.
100%. Yeah, it's a crop top, man. You can't even see. I got the belly button out and everything. But I look good on this camera, so. Anyway, we both look good. Yeah, I can't do that on the live show because
guys on this show, like, what?
I can't not wear pants on the live show because I have to get up and press it on my phone and everything like that. You see me at the end. I don't want to have my ass going.
Yeah, I didn't even think of that. That makes sense of why the question was even asked.
See, but now that's why I had to ask, because today I don't have to stand up and press the button. So I was like, why wear pants? I'm not showing you my bottom half, So I was just curious if you ever do that, because I noticed you're sitting all the time. So I was just curious if you have you ever recorded without pants? Be honest.
I've recorded free balling in pajamas. but that's
Nah,
it.
that
But
don't count.
I count that as pants though. Like I'm not even in a, I'm not a shorts guy either. Like I feel like you're a gym short guy, aren't you? Because you're kind of a sports guy.
You got it.
I'm just more of a jumping guy. Even if it's summer, I don't know. My wife gives me crap for wearing pants even in summer, like jeans and all that, and I'm just like, I don't like the feeling of shorts. I don't know, but that's as far as I've ever been. Like when I'm around the house or whatever, like yeah, like I've been doing a lot of standing in the kitchen recording, which I don't know why I like it. It's just good. But
why not?
It has crossed my mind before. Like, I wonder if anyone's wondering, like, if I'm not wearing pants. Like, it'd be so easy. Like, you're not going to see anything. And
especially right now with COVID, everything's going over Zoom. I just saw a video recently where this reporter, he had a suit on top and then he stood up, didn't realize his camera was off, and he was just in his underwear with the suit on. And I was like, how many people do this? I feel like that happens all the time. Because so I pulled it off today. You wouldn't have even noticed. I didn't ask.
So. Try skirts, Trav. My friend Liz, but Brenda got me here with what if you actually forgot and got up. Like
I can actually see Trav. I can see Trav rocking a kilt, though. I'm not gonna lie. I think he'd fit it well, honestly.
Maybe, I don't know.
And I'm not even trying to be funny with that. Like I actually see, you with the beard. And
it's the Irish look. Yeah, I can see what
I could see the kilt, bro. Maybe one of these days you got to get yourself a kilt. Just saying.
I mean, just some kind of random video. Dayton wanted me to wear a kilt, so here's my photo shoot. Like,
here you go. Exactly.
Spend like $100 or something to buy a kilt just for one video. Like, I guess it'd be worth it because it's up forever. And that's honestly how I see videos sometimes. Like, I'll go buy the most expensive fast food ever, and I'm like, you know what? The video's up forever. That's always my ammo for that. Yeah. Sometimes my wife is like, why are you even reviewing this? And I'm just like, because it'll be up forever. I spend money once, call it a day.
Yeah, exactly.
Nominate men in skirts.
Normalize. I see that.
If I was a artist with doing like metal on some stage or something. Yeah, kilt. I mean, it fits the vibe. Like freaking Jonathan Davis from Korn, he wears like skirts and kilts on stage all the time. Like he's got the long black hair and everything, and he's always skirting it. But it fits him, it works. And he's a straight man. He is a straight man.
See, the store that I work at, there's this one dude that's always walking around. I think he must live close by because I see him too many times for this to be normal. But he walks in with a kilt every day. Like I don't think he wears anything else. Like just a kilt, bro. Like, and it's every day. It's like he's proud of it. Like he walks in and he flaunts it. He kind of has like a swag to him. And I don't know, but I see it all the time. And that's like the only dude I've ever seen consistently wear a kilt and be cool with it. So. Maybe it could be you one day, man. Maybe that guy who walks in my mall could be you. So.
I don't know, man. I don't know. The first thing that would come to mind if I wore something like that, and especially if I just like no undies and just like I could see, number one, that would be extremely comfortable. Number two, sitting down in a restaurant though, how do you, people would see. So it's like that's where. Unless you just wear a diaper underneath. Just free ball.
Or what you could do is get a smaller kilt and wear it underneath your big kilt. Because that'd be funny. It doesn't matter what else you're wearing because as soon as you sit down and see another kilt under the kilt, people are going to not care what else you're wearing. Like, that's just funny enough right there. So, but that's my suggestion, man. Maybe you got to try a kilt one day. I could see you rocking it. I'm not going to lie. But I'm glad I asked that question. I'm glad I asked. I've been curious, man. Now that I'm thinking about you pantless,
definitely a Dayton question. That's for sure.
Like I said, I'm not trying to think of you pantless. That's not me. Okay. But I was just trying to ask. Like I had to know. I had to know.
And how is Lady Live Show, by the way, real quick?
The Lady Live Show is doing good, man.
That's what I've been calling her to everybody.
Hey, I'm cool with that. No, yeah, she's doing really good, man. She's doing really good. Thank goodness.
Good.
We're both happy, healthy, safe. That's all we can ask for, man.
Adult diapers for the win.
Yes.
Diaper and not get them pull-ups.
You get some pull-ups. Just wear a thong underneath there, bro. That'd be funnier.
I'm not even gonna lie. That crossed my mind, but I just didn't say it.
You just didn't want to say, you let me do that. All right, man. I gotta head out, bro. I got work in the morning.
All right, man. Good having you on, and we'll definitely have to do this again.
100%, no doubt.
Sounds great.
All right, man. I'll talk to you soon.
Subscribe to the Dayton Live Show.
And Dayton. And Dayton.
Yeah, and Dayton and Dayton. There you go.
There's the camera. Dayton. My finger looks long as hell right there, dude.
It's the perception thing. Like,
yeah, it is. All right. Anyway, peace out, guys. I'll see y'all next time.
Have a good one, man. Well, I'm alone. But yeah, guys, if you haven't checked out Dayton Live Show, definitely check them out. I felt weird that the screen had to expand, though. That's really stupid. But, yeah. Clocking in at a solid hour, so I think I'm honestly going to call it. But I appreciate Dayton for coming on. I appreciate you guys for joining. Absolutely. Super excited to continue putting out content. Watch out for a review tomorrow on a new fast food item. Maybe something you guys have or not, but I'm not going to spoil it. But yes, I appreciate every single one of you. Jason, what's up? Yeah, forever alone, Liz. Ryan says bye. But yeah, hilarious. Like that that totally threw me off. That totally threw me off with his question. Like, are you wearing pants? But yeah, guys, it's all right, Liz. It's okay. It's fine. You know it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. But thank you guys so much for joining. And like I said, just keep watching out for videos. If you want more of the kind of inspirational talk shorts, I will put out more. I'm excited to do that. It's kind of a little part of myself that I want to, because at the end of the day, it's about the creator, not really the creation. There you go. It is about the creation, but you guys subscribe to people for that personality and stuff. And I appreciate you guys for being along the ride for just who I am. I'm just like, I'm a normal guy from Arkansas. And it's like, it blows my mind that you guys watch the videos and stuff. So thank you so much. And, be talking to you next time.